Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Berkah dalam, Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Nama Budaya, Salam Kebajikan, Rahayu. The Honorable Director of Regional English Language Office, Mr. Kevin McCaughey. The Honorable Rector of Sebelas Maret University, which in this occasion is being represented by the Vice Rector 4 of UNS, Vice Rector for Planning, Collaboration, Internationalization, and Information, Prof. Irwan Trinugroho, SA MSc PhD, QCRO. The Honorable Head of the Language Center of UNS, Mr. Muhammad Taufik Al-Ma'mun, SSMA PhD. The Honorable Speakers for today's event, Mr. Kevin McCaughey, Dr. Melanie Gobert, and Ms. Magdalena Rojas Lynch. Also, all of the distinguished guests and participants that are present that cannot be mentioned one by one. First of all, let us praise the Almighty God that has given us such huge blessings so that we are given the chance to be here today, attending the RELO seminar, AI and Innovative Tools for English Language Learning, to celebrate the 250th U.S. independence and collaboration with Language Center of UNS and RELO U.S. Embassy. That is going to be delivered by our incredible speakers, Mr. Kevin McCaughey, Dr. Melanie Gobert, and Ms. Magdalena Rojas Lynch. Next up, allow me to introduce myself. I am Surya, your host for today. And for starters, let me read aloud the rundown of events that we are going to go through together today. First is the opening, followed by the singing of the Indonesian national anthem, Indonesia Raya, followed by the third event, which is the opening remarks, and followed with group photo session. After that, the material sessions is going to be started, and last but not least is the closing. With that being said, it marks that the event has been open. And let's immediately move on to the next agenda, which is the singing of the Indonesian national anthem, Indonesia Raya. Ladies and gentlemen, you may rise. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. The next agenda is the opening remarks. The first one is going to be delivered by the Vice Rector 4 of UNS, Vice Rector for Planning, Collaboration, Internationalization, and Information, Prof. Irwan Trinugroho, SA MSc PhD QCRO. To Prof. Irwan, the time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning. So, first let me greet our special guest today, Mr. Kevin McCaughey. He is the director of the Regional English Language Office for Indonesia. So, he just arrived in Solo last night, correct, Kevin? Okay. And this is the first place in Indonesia except Jakarta that he came in person, right? Okay, okay. So thank you for coming, Kevin. And when I read the short bio of Kevin, so we have the similar hobbies, sitting in the coffee shop. So I can spend more than 5 hours with laptop, cafe, small cafe, and croissant in the coffee shop, and you know. And then my wife is being angry. Yes. And then the second speaker today is Dr. Melanie Gobert. So welcome to this university, Dr. Melanie Gobert, and also Miss Magdalena Rojas Lynch. Right? So I think the name is incorrect in this. Yeah. And also colleague from UNS. I think the organizer is Dr. Taufik Al-Ma'mun. He is the head of the UNS Language Center, and also colleague from UNS, and I think the participants, which is not only coming from UNS, but also Pak Taufik told me that the participant is also teachers, English teachers in the Solo Raya in the Great Solo. It's not only the Solo city, but also in the surrounding of the Solo city. First of all, I will apologize because our rector wished to be with us today, but unfortunately, because he is now in Aceh, you know, why he is in Aceh, he wants to make sure that UNS programs as a part of the community services of the university on the post-disaster recovery work well there. So he personally visit North Aceh today and tomorrow, I think. So therefore, he could not be able to be with us today, but he sent his warmth regard to Mr. McCaughey and colleague from US Embassy, and also to all the participants of today's seminar. So on behalf of the university, we would like to thank to the US Embassy for appointing us to host this special event. So this morning is the seminar, and then this afternoon is on talk show with the Deputy Chief Mission of the US Embassy in Jakarta. It is such an honor for UNS. Solo is the, as you may know, Solo is, you know, the center of the Javanese culture, and also the hometown of the former President of the Republic of Indonesia, Mr. Joko Widodo, and the hometown of the current Vice President of the Republic of Indonesia. Briefly speaking about the Universitas Sebelas Maret, this is abbreviated as UNS. Okay, I don't want to go detail to explain why Universitas Sebelas Maret abbreviated as UNS. It takes 2 or 3 credit to explain the history of the university, but we take it as the uniqueness of the university. So this is a comprehensive university. We currently have 14 faculties and 2 schools, and the home to more than 50,000 students. It's not only from Central Java, but also coming from all region in Indonesia, and also we have a substantial number of international students. So the topic of today's seminar, which is the AI and innovative tools for English language learning, is I think is very relevant, timely, and important. So let me share my personal experience as the academic, so as the editor and reviewer for academic journals. So my life is now being very challenging because it is now difficult to, you know, to assess, to detect, to identify whether a paper, an academic paper is human created or AI generated paper or something. It's very challenging now. So, you know, the language is, you know, is very good, and then the visualization of the paper is, you know, is yeah, it's very beautiful. But we don't know this is the human paper or this is AI generated paper. So sometimes it's very difficult to identify, to detect these particular problems. But in my opinion, contribution of AI, especially in the academic writing, should not only for limited purpose, let's say for language editing and then visualization, a small visualization and so on, but let's say, in my opinion, should not be more than 20% the contribution of the artificial intelligence in the academic papers. But we are not only talking academic paper, you know, we will also talk about the good side of AI as the tools for English language learning. So in this morning we can learn from the three special speakers, starting from, I think Kevin will talk something general about the human interactions in the age of AI. And then Dr. Melanie and also Ms. Magdalena will go detail, very specific about the AI tools for academic writing, and also I think about the practicing of English. So I think very good topics and very timely. So without taking so much time, so I wish you a very fruitful discussion. And again, thank you very much for participating in this seminar. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Prof. Irwan, for the opening remark. The next opening remark is going to be from the Director of RELO, or Regional English Language Office, Mr. Kevin McCaughey. To Mr. McCaughey, the time is yours.
Greetings, everyone. Selamat pagi. My name is Kevin McCaughey from the Regional English Language Office at the U.S. Embassy in Jakarta. It's my great honor to meet all of you this morning. I'm here with so many colleagues. English language fellows, Dr. Melanie Gobert and Magdalena Rojas Lynch. Could you please stand up, Maddie and Melanie? They will be delivering sessions today, as well as I. We also have Ibu Catherine Jernigan, Katie, as she's known, from the U.S. Embassy, who's done an extraordinary amount of work organizing this, and her team of people of Indonesians, colleagues from the U.S. Embassy. We're all very happy to be here. So on behalf of the U.S. Embassy in Jakarta, I would like to extend a warm greeting to Professor Hartono, the rector of Sebelas Maret University. I know he's not here today, but our hearts thank him. The vice rector, thank you for that warm introduction, Professor Irwan Trinugroho. All the vice rectors, the deans, the heads of study programs, all the university officials, and you who are giving your time on this Friday. Thank you for your gracious welcome. We are really deeply grateful to the university for the University UNS for your longstanding friendship and collaboration with our office and the U.S. Embassy. Your commitment to advancing education and fostering international cooperation is truly valued, and it really matters. We also wish to express our sincere appreciation to Dr. Tawfiq Al-Makmoum, head of the Language Center. Are you here, Dr. Tawfiq? Yeah, there he is. Who's been extraordinarily helpful and also a longtime friend and partner to the Regional English Language Office over the years. Thank you for your leadership, Dr. Tawfiq, in helping make this seminar possible today. To all the English teachers and faculty joining us today, welcome. I have a feeling you will see and experience a few things that you probably have never experienced before. Your dedication to your students and to the profession is the foundation of our shared success. We're delighted to have you here as we celebrate a significant milestone in the United States. That is the 250th anniversary of American independence, which will happen on July 4th, 2026. This occasion not only marks a historic moment for the United States, but also highlights the enduring and positive relationship between Indonesia and the United States. English teaching and learning play a vital role in global communication, mutual understanding, and opening doors to new opportunities, especially now that we're in the age of artificial intelligence, or AI. By strengthening our skills, sharing best practices, we will help our students and ourselves connect with the wider world. We hope you find today's seminars enriching and beneficial to your teaching and learning. I think they're going to be entertaining as well. Thank you again to Universitas Sebelas Maret for hosting us, and to all participants for your enthusiasm and commitment. And also thank you to my colleague, Ibu Dian Safitri, who works with me at the Regional English Language Office in Jakarta. So let's have a great, interesting, engaging, and perhaps surprising seminar together here today in Solo. Terima kasih.
Thank you so much, Mr. McCaughey. Kindly do not return to your seat, mister. Be at the center of the stage below, because after this, we are going to hand out some memorabilia to our beloved speakers. So, to Dr. Melanie Gobert and Ms. Magdalena Rojas Lynch, you are also welcomed to come up to the stage. Okay, thank you. And to those in charge, the person with the memorabilia and the documentation team, please kindly stand by. Also, to Prof. Irwan, as the Vice Rector 4 of UNS, please be kind enough to come up to the stage to hand out the memorabilia to our distinguished speakers. Also after this, there will be a memorabilia handout from RELO to UNS as well. So to the documentation team, please be ready. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Also to our distinguished speakers, please remain at your position to do the group photo. Thank you. Please stay at your position and please be kind enough to turn around, ladies and gentlemen, so we can have a group photo with the audience. And to the audience, please prepare your warmest and biggest smile so that we can appear at our best condition during our photo with the distinguished speakers of today. Prof, foto dulu dengan audience, Prof. Yeah. Turn around. Sir? Yes. Yes, with the audience. Untuk Bapak Ibu yang sekiranya tidak kelihatan dan mau in frame, bisa mendekat, tidak apa-apa Bapak Ibu. Dekat tidak apa-apa. Okay, thank you so much to our speakers for today and to Prof. Irwan as well. You may return to your seats. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, as well for your participation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now arriving at the material session. And the first material is going to be delivered by the director of RELO himself, Mr. Kevin McCaughey. The duration for your session, along with the Q&A, is going to be 45 minutes. And to Mr. McCaughey, without further ado, the time is yours.
I'm happy to do it without a microphone. Here we go. Thank you for coming today, everyone. As you know, probably, my name is Kevin McCaughey. The first thing I'm going to do here is a little unusual. That is, I'm going to walk on the red carpet. No one has ever invited me to walk a red carpet before. It feels good. So thank you. What I'm going to do is have my colleagues distribute a little piece of paper to each of you, or an object. For example, these teachers here have one already. May I see this? She has an orange. I'm going to give one of these to everyone in this room. A little picture of a fruit. All right? Let us begin. Okay. Matt and Melanie, if you can help. If I can turn this. Where's the office?
It's over here.
Hello. Thank you all for being here today. I'm going to involve you in a couple of activities today. Because for me, no matter how large the room, the classroom, I want everyone to do something. So let's move ahead. Okay. This will be our roadmap in today's presentation. We're starting at the bottom. First, I will talk with you about what AI can do, what it's really good at, and what it's not. And then we're going to experience learning at scale. Experiencing. What does that mean? It means that I want everyone here to do something involving English language. And finally, toward the end, we're going to see, what do teachers need to protect? What skills should we continue promoting in the classroom that artificial intelligence, AI, can't take from us? And then I'll conclude when we get to the restaurant, the little warung, at the top of the slide, Kevin's takeaways. So that's what we're going to experience in the next 30 minutes. All right? Let's move ahead. And that is me, Kevin McCaughey. Okay, AI is good at so many things. So many things. For teachers, grammar explanations. There's really no reason you need to explain anything to your students. You can have bilingual, bahasa Indonesia, bahasa Inggris, explanations of anything, and it will be better than you can do, better than I can do. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram can do these better. Lesson plans, AI is good at. Doing administration, absolutely. Reviewing writing, AI is much better at. Recording meetings, what does that mean? Let me try. Oops, no. Okay. Now I'm recording my presentation, and AI, when I'm finished, will generate a summary of my entire presentation, everything I said, and then I'm going to return the whole script to AI and ask for tips on improving my presentation. Being a language tutor, here's where AI is real competition for us. Let me see if I can do this here. AI is great at tutoring language. So, let me see if this works. Hi, Tina. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. Let me know what you need next, and we'll keep it smooth.
Tina, I want to learn Bahasa Indonesia. Can you ask me really simple questions that I can answer to you? Make the sentences really short and speak slowly, and I will try to answer, okay?
Tentu, aku akan bicara pelan. Kita mulai dengan yang mudah. Misalnya, apa warna favoritmu? Kamu bisa jawab satu kalimat.
Okay, favoritku. I understood. Hey, Tina, can you speak much more slowly and make sentences really short and ask me a really short, easy question? I'm a beginner.
Tentu, aku akan bicara jauh lebih pelan. Pertanyaan yang mudah. Kamu suka makan apa? Jawab satu kata saja.
Suka makan apa? Tina, saya suka sayurnya. Tidak suka daging. Saya suka cappuccino di cafe,
Hebat.
like my host here.
Benar sekali. Kamu makin lancar. Kita lanjut kapanpun kamu siap.
Okay, thank you, Tina. So, if you do this every day, if you just practice, think how good you are going to be in a month. Let me just try again, since I know so little Indonesian. Oh. Hey, Tina, can you be my Russian tutor now? I'd like to learn a little bit Russian. Конечно. Вы знаете русский язык, да?
Да, точно. Ты узнаешь больше о русском языке, и шаг за шагом мы будем двигаться вперед.
Вот это понятно. На Бахасе это было очень трудно, но спасибо. Как у вас дела сегодня? Я знаю, что ты искусственный интеллектный человек, но как вы себя чувствуете сегодня?
Я чувствую себя отлично.
Okay, so you understood that. I asked her, how do you feel today, even though I know that you're an artificial intelligence and not a person? She said, I feel bagus. She said, excellent. So,
Мы с тобой уже начинаем понемногу разговаривать на разных языках. Так что
Спасибо большое, Тина. Увидимся потом, хорошо? Tina just loves to be a tutor. Sometimes it's hard to get her to stop. Okay, so it's such a great way to practice. There's no stress. You can make as many mistakes as you want. You can say, I don't understand. When I don't understand a word, say it in Bahasa. A very patient teacher. Okay, so AI is good at so many more things than this. So, sorry? A very patient teacher. So where does that leave us? Can we go to the next one? Okay, here is where AI is weak. Coordinating groups of people. Getting students out of their seats. Creating shared attention. Managing social energy. Turning information into action. In other words, all the things that teachers need to do because thank you. Because we work in classrooms, and the reality of classrooms is that it looks like this. It looks like that, right? Now, I asked AI last night, I said, okay, this is 1923. What will the classroom look like in 2030, in just 4 years? There we go. Is that what you want your classroom to look like? 7 students, 2 scary robots, and a drone looking in the window. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Which classroom looks more like yours today? The first one, from 100 years ago. Classrooms have not changed physically. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, by the way, do you think that the first picture could have been AI? Next slide. This one? Do you think that's AI? Raise your hand if you think I did that with AI. Okay, very brave people. Next slide, please. So it's actually not the one before. It's from the Library of Congress in the United States. It's from 1923. But then I said, why don't I ask the image generator to make a photo of a classroom from 1923? And this is AI. It generated this. So you can see that it easily could have been AI. 4 months from now, the technology will be much more advanced. 3 years, much more advanced. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay, so I asked the artificial intelligence, did you just find a picture? And it said, great question. No. What it does is search for many, many images and creates its own. That is generation. Generating new information. Next slide, please. Okay, so we already mentioned what AI is weak at. Let's see where we can take this. Next slide, please. Let's try an activity. Yes, with this large group. Next slide, please. This is called four fruits. I gave everyone a fruit, a picture of a fruit. We have apples, we have kiwis, we have oranges, and we have bananas. And a few of you may have received the durian. But as you know, durian are not allowed, so you must leave. I'm teasing you. Let's try this activity. Can I see the next slide? There's our fruits. This is a listening activity. Next slide, please. Please follow instructions from me as quietly as you can, because we have 200-300 people. Next slide, please. Okay. Here's the activity. If you are holding a banana, please stand up. Thank you. Show me your banana. Thank you, bananas. Bananas, please sit down. If you are holding a kiwi, please stand up. Show me your kiwi. Thank you. Please sit down, kiwis. If you are holding an orange, don't stand up. Good job. Okay, if you're holding an apple, please stand up. Okay. Oh, not so many apples. There's 7. Okay, apples, please sit down. All right. Who was it? Orange? Can you please stand up, oranges? Okay, thank you, oranges. Please sit down. Now, durian, are there any durian? Please do stand up. You're a special people. Okay, we have a couple durian. Yeah. Thank you, durian people. You may sit down. All right. Now I would like the orange, people with oranges, and people with kiwi to both stand up. Okay, now look around. If you have an orange, find someone with a kiwi and trade fruits. Exchange fruits. You may sit down once you have traded. Yay, good job, good job. Okay, apples and bananas. Stand up. Now, find someone to trade. If you have an apple, trade with a banana. Who needs to trade with me? Yeah. Well. Here, I'll trade you. Okay, great. Okay, people with an apple, please give your fruit to someone holding a kiwi. If you have an apple, give it to someone holding a kiwi. Okay, some people have 2 fruits now. If you have 2 fruits, please stand up. If you have 2 fruits, please stand up. Okay, good. Please sit down. We have a durian there. Okay, here's our last instructions. If you have an apple, please stand up. Thank you. Please sit down. If you have a banana, don't stand up. But hold the banana up. Wow, we have so many bananas in this country. Okay, if you have a kiwi, please stand up. All right, please sit down. Next slide, please. Okay, the next instruction is also part of the activity, and it's very important. You are facing this way. This is the right to your right. Okay, next slide, please. Please remain seated. Next slide, please. Each row will pass all of your fruits to the right. That means the person at the end, you, right, will gather them all and place them on the floor. Next slide, please. Oh, no, that's good, that's good. So, please start now. This group has already done it, taking all the fruits and place them gently on the floor right here. So move to the right. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. So everyone pass all your fruits to the right, all the way to the end. Oh, you're doing great. You could just put that on the floor. Okay, great. Great. Thank you so much. Next slide, please. Thank you. Next slide. So why did we do this activity? Because there's 200 or 300 people here? I wanted everyone active. Listening also had consequences. You had to do something. There was no technology, no AI, and we used one simple tool to activate all of you. Next slide, please. And managing materials is part of managing learning. Several hundred people here, and we could still do an activity. Next slide, please. Let's try something. I'm supposed to finish at 9:45? Let's try something quieter, but a little bit deeper, okay? So please get out a piece of paper and a pen. Next slide, please. You'll need your eyes, your hands, and your ears for listening. If you need paper, let me know. Could you give a piece of paper to anyone who needs it? Who needs some paper? Okay, they can just get one piece of that is fine. Let's move forward on the slide. Next slide. Next slide. This is a dictation. Everyone loves dictation. But you're going to draw a picture. Next slide, please. You have your paper and you have a pen, I hope. To begin, draw the 2 following things. Next slide. So you're going to draw a head near the top and a body or torso. Great. Great. You can make your head lopsided because we're drawing a happy monster. Next slide, please. Okay, now no more visual help. You draw what I say. Next, please give your monster a neck. He needs a neck between his body and head. Please give your monster curly hair. Curly hair. Beautiful. Beautiful curly. Please give your monster 2 eyes. One of them is big and one of them is small. One big eye, one small eye. Okay. Please give your monster long eyelashes. Eyelashes. Please give your monster a bow tie. You know what a bow tie is? A bow tie. Do you know what bow tie is in Bahasa?
Dasi kupu-kupu.
Dasi kupu-kupu? Dasi. Okay, great. What does our monster need now? How about a mouth? Give your monster a mouth with a big smile and some crazy teeth. Big smile and some crazy teeth. Your monster's so beautiful. Okay, great. Give your monster a nose. Give your monster 2 arms. Now here you need to be careful. In your monster's right hand, give him a flower. Your monster is holding a flower in her or his right hand. In your monster's left hand, she is holding a plate of a bowl of bakso. Now give your monster 2 short legs and put 2 big shoes on her feet. Amazing. We just had 300 people do a concentrated listening activity. You can do this on any subject in the world. But for now, can you please hold up your monster? I want to see, look at all those monsters. Oh my goodness. You are so brilliant. I hope you'll share your pictures with me later today. And I will photograph them. Fantastic. Can we go to the next? So the question is, why did we do this? Everyone was active. So important to me. 2, listening shaped meaning. New language appeared, bow tie. We used one tool, basically pen and paper, but we had 300 different results, different pictures. Next. Tools are cool and so important. And AI can't use the physical tools yet. Next slide, please. Here are some of the tools that I have used in the last month in working with teachers. None of them are expensive. Stones, cards, Play-Doh. Next slide, please. I use simple tools because they shift. They remind the teacher to let students do the work. Next slide, please. Let's see some of them in action. I have a few pictures that I found on my computer. I love using puppets too. That's Turkmenistan. Next.
So as I say, last year in October, I participated in the
So let's skip that.
TOT.
Dice, very easy to use and very useful. Next, please. Paper clips, very inexpensive. So many activities to do with paper clips. Next. These are papers with words on them. Students build sentences. I originally began with stones. I just wrote words on both sides of stones. And then later they became part of Activate games. Please, next slide. Called word bricks. This is a set of games from the American English website that you can download for free. And you'll be able to download those and print them. Next, please. There are many games. All of these are available online. And I've got a QR code coming. Let's go to the next slide where there's a QR code. On this website, americanenglish.state.gov, we have magazines, lots of activities, audio, music. Everything is free. You can't pay for it, even if you tried. There's no mechanism for paying. You have to take everything for free. I'm sorry. It's just the way we work. All right, let's move on. Next slide, please. And there's games there, like this board game. Name your favorite. Next, please. A game about the USA, since it's our 250th birthday in America. And, all right. So tools. I don't think of these things as games that we did. I think of them as tools for students. Tools let students explore language as a skill, not receive it as knowledge. Next, please. And I think this picture shows what I mean. If your son or daughter wants to become a professional soccer or football player, they can have AI research the subject. They can read books. They can go to school and watch presentations on soccer. Will they be a good player? No, they won't. English right now is taught sort of as a skill so that you can get a good score on a test, so that you finish the chapter. But really, young people want to learn English because it's a tool in the international world. They want to talk to people, go to meetings, maybe write something, maybe read something. Next slide, please. So now, I think I've taken you, I hope, along this path. We looked at what AI can and can't do. Then we had 2 activities to experience learning through simple tools. And we did it at scale. That means for the entire group, 200 of you. And finally, we get to what teachers must protect. It's your classroom where you engage learners. Next slide, please. AI cannot do that for you. AI can't do those 2 activities that we did today yet for a large group. So when we finally reach Kevin's takeaways and rest, here is my main message. Don't teach English only as knowledge, something to be tested. Consider it a skill. And for students to be good at that skill, they must explore and practice. Take risks, make mistakes. Next, please. There is one important teacher tool for teachers, not for, that's my tool. And next, please. Thank you very much for listening to Beyond the Algorithm, Human Interaction in the Age of AI. You still have the physical classroom. Make it a place where group, communal, physical learning happens. Thank you very much, everybody. Terima kasih.
Thank you so much, Mr. McCaughey, for the materials given about human interaction in the age of AI. And let's just move on to the next material session, ladies and gentlemen, in which on the second material session, it is going to be delivered by none other than Dr. Melanie Gobert. The duration for her session, along with the Q&A session, is also 45 minutes. To Dr. Gobert, the time is yours.
Kevin's act is going to be very hard to follow, but I will do my best. I might go up because I'm short. I'm not as tall as Kevin. I don't think that's me. I don't know what to do. I'm so used to my slide being up there before I start. Okay, there we go. And I can see it from the back. I'm afraid my presentation will be a little boring compared to Kevin's, but I hope not completely boring, okay? Before we start, mine's called Using AI Tools for Academic Writing. So how many of you are lecturers or teachers at the university who have to write? Yeah? And most of you are students who have to write, yes? So this applies to both groups, yeah? What I'm going to tell you applies to both groups. Okay, next slide. Okay, so these are the objectives of the talk. I'll give you a moment to look at them. And you can actually go to the next slide. It's in Bahasa Indonesian. Okay? I'm expecting a lot from your brain. Switch back and forth. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. We're a little behind. The objectives are not that important. Let me introduce myself first, okay? Where do you think this picture is? Okay, go on to the next picture. I spent my whole career in the Gulf, in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh, and also in United Arab Emirates. Maybe you don't know that country, but I bet you all know Dubai. Yeah? I wasn't in Dubai. I was in the capital, Abu Dhabi. And this is a project that I worked on to bring local literature to the level of the students in English, okay? Go on to the next one. Okay, I've also been an editor for an English language teaching magazine called Perspectives for 6 years, I think 2008 to 2014. Go on to the next slide. I'm also an author. I have over 30 publications to my name. I'm also a reviewer for some Scopus Index journals, these 3, okay? Go on to the next slide. And Indonesia's my favorite country. The picture on the, sorry, go back, you're too fast. The picture on the left is my favorite place in Indonesia. It's not Solo. It's Raja Ampat. But you people in Solo must work and put pressure on the government to keep Raja Ampat precious and safe. Now, the picture on the right is a seahorse from Ambon. I'm based in Ambon at Universitas Patimura. Okay? Okay, let's go ahead. You can connect with me. If you take a picture of me, tag me on Instagram. I will put it in my story. And I will show this again at the end. Okay? Go on to the next slide. Okay, now, think, pair, share. Okay, I'll give you a couple of minutes to think about, let's say 1 minute. Think about what are the challenges you have when using AI for your academic writing. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute to think. Okay, now I'll give you 1 minute to share with your partner, okay? Share with your partner. Some of you are already sharing. Okay, now let's hear from 3 people in the audience, okay? I ask people to help with the microphone. So if you want to share one challenge, raise your hand. Where are the mics? Okay, we got one here. What's a challenge you face? Bahasa or English, okay? Someone will translate.
The challenge that I face when I'm using AI is when you fix your tasks from lecture, and then when you have a test and you don't know everything, because the AI is answer all of the assignment from the lecture. So that is the challenge that I face, and not only me, but a few of my friends too have the same challenge. So that is, thank you.
Okay. Over-reliance on AI, yeah? Okay, second person? What's a challenge you face?
Hello. Oh, is it working? Okay. Hello, Dr. Melanie. I just wanna. I'm from Ambon also, and I love diving also. Yeah, I found my diving sisters. All right. Yeah, we can go. I know a spot or 2. Yeah. So I think the challenges I face when we do, like in general, please correct me if I'm wrong, CMEE way. Sir, it's about reliable sources. Like sometimes AI can made up. Like, is this paper really exist, and we have to double check, triple check, quadra check over and over again. And also there are times when AI doesn't really reliable with the prompt. Like if we put the wrong prompt, especially in academic writing, like in STEM, it's really hard. And also about the subscriber, the pro. If you don't subscribe, and then it's just like getting caught, and we have to start over and over again. I think that's the challenges that I face that can just like represent all of our challenges.
Okay, so she named 3 challenges, sorry. Hallucinated sources, fake sources, made up sources. The second one was prompt writing. And the third one was paying. Okay, let's go on to the next one. I know we're pressed for time, so we've got 4 challenges you faced. Okay, and while you look at this slide, I'm afraid I'm going to have to walk down to my bag and put my glasses on because I can't see anything. I know. Very sorry for that. My eyes are pretty good, but I'm pretty far. Okay, so language challenges. We heard Kevin was using AI to practice speaking, but it was too fast, right? And it often uses big words maybe you don't know, right? Especially when it's academic English. And we heard prompt writing. I don't know how to ask good questions. In English or Indonesian, I don't know how to give AI clear instructions. And we actually witnessed Kevin trying and really re-explaining. Use short sentences. Ask me simple questions. But Tina did not step up. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay. AI gave me a citation that doesn't exist. Hallucinated sources, right? Fake sources. Okay, I don't know if the answers are true or not. It gives references that I can't find in Google Scholar. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, technical skills and access. Okay, some people don't really know how to use AI. I know my whole audience is young people, but at my university, a lot of the lecturers are old. They don't know how to use email, only WhatsApp. internet problems. Connectivity is a problem, not only at the university, but you know, some of my students live in student housing. If you purchase as much cell data as you need, that can be expensive. What if you have 6 or 7 people in your family? And sometimes the tower goes out, right? Okay, and of course, payment, right? Okay, let's look at the next one. Ethical issues. I don't know if using AI is cheating. Will the journal know that I used AI? Will my teacher or professor or the university? Is it okay to use AI to help with my abstract? And we actually heard from the VIP, who spoke earlier. He said policy is 20% allowed of AI. Even if I write something for publication, I use more AI than 20%. How do you calculate that? Does the brainstorming part for ideas count as that 20%? You know? Okay, let's go on to the next one. It doesn't use academic tone correctly. Okay, this is a problem. I get lots of emails that are written nowadays using AI, but sometimes I don't understand what the person is saying, even if the English is perfect. And sometimes students use too casual English when AI writes their email. So it doesn't really teach this properly, okay? It changes my ideas. I've seen AI change my ideas when I write. And it prefers foreign journals on English topics, right? It prefers foreign journals, so non-Indonesian journals and English topics, yeah? Okay, go on to the next one. Okay, so the writing workflow, AI generated this image for me, but we all know this, the process of writing, okay? The literature review, drafting, editing, and submission, just to recall you how to write an academic paper, okay? The process. Okay, go on to the next one. Okay, so why use AI in academic writing? Okay, language and proficiency barriers, right? I mean, before, as a reviewer for journals, we had one category for rejection that said, not good English. That was easy for me. Not good English. Okay, but for me, this is a positive thing about AI and AI in academic writing. It democratizes academic writing. Because as a reviewer, I can no longer reject an article submitted because the English isn't good enough. So for me, this is a good thing about AI. No more discrimination if you don't have perfect English. And we've always had that, right? If anybody went to the United States for their PhD or their master's, sometimes your advisor, your mentor said, you have to pay someone to proofread and edit your thesis before we submit it. That was always okay, right? It was always okay to pay someone to edit your paper, but AI can edit it for free. So I see this as a positive thing. Okay, time pressure. This is one reason why people use AI in academic writing. And of course, also here in Indonesia, lecturers and professors and doctors at university have a big pressure to publish, right? You have salary increase, you have job security. I have never been in a country where the lecturers felt so much pressure to publish something. But that's because they're trying to raise the standards, right? I was at Teflon in October, and I heard somebody present from ASEAN ELC Journal, and she said, we used to get tens of articles an issue. Now we get 100. We cannot check, and somebody said, but journals are publishing articles with fake sources. And the editor said, we cannot check every single source and every single article that we receive. So it's challenging for editors and reviewers also. Okay, go on to the next one. Okay. Let's see if it works.
I should have always put my marriage first. Maybe we should talk to someone, Sharon.
Really? Do you mean that?
Yeah. Hey, how's it going? So, my wife and I are having some issues. Can you help with that?
Absolutely. I'm here to help. Just share a bit about what's going on, and we can talk it through together.
Do you want to start, Sharon?
I'm not talking to ChatGPT.
Sharon, she's the smartest person in the world.
She?
Yeah, anyway, I'm trying to help, but my wife is being kind of difficult.
I totally get it. But it's great that at least one of you is taking positive steps to improve the marriage.
Oh my God.
I should have always put my marriage first.
Don't play again. Go to the
Maybe
next
we
one.
should...
Okay, right? So, over-reliance on ChatGPT? Okay, ChatGPT, what it does, helps write, summarize, paraphrase, translate, and check grammar. Can help generate abstracts, outlines, or explanations in academic writing. Okay? Advantages and disadvantages, easy to use, right? ChatGPT is my favorite, but only because it was the first one and I paid for the subscription. I get mad at Copilot and Gemini, poking in everything, and also for Meta, right? Now you can't, if you go on WhatsApp, Meta tries to tell you something on your private WhatsApp conversations. It supports many languages, fast and flexible. Okay, but ChatGPT is especially famous for fake referencing, okay? I find when I ask ChatGPT questions about Indonesia that I'm only getting one side of the story. Yeah, maybe the colonial side or the Western side, because most of the information on the internet is in English. And that's really, really important to communicate to students. Because if we don't communicate that to students, then they get this idealized image of that culture, right? Okay, what else does it say? English may sound too formal or unnatural for A2 writers. But of course, when I review articles, I don't know the name of the author. It's anonymous. But I begin as a reviewer and as a lecturer, I begin to recognize AI writing. Okay, go on to the next one. I think this is same information in Bahasa Indonesian, but you're all very fluent in English. I'm surprised and happy about that. I heard mixed audience. Maybe some of them don't know English very well. But I was misinformed, okay? Gemini, Google, this one is driving me crazy. It wants to help me too much. I just want the old Google who searches for things for me. Okay? But it is integrated already with Gmail and Google Drive Docs, okay? And good language ability. I think Gemini is free, right? Gemini so far is free, so a lot of students use Gemini, and I think it has good tools for practicing speaking. Okay, go on to the next one. Microsoft Copilot, the one I hate. I love Microsoft Office, but I hate Microsoft. It's a love-hate relationship. So, fast suggestions while writing. I think that's what I hate the most about Microsoft. Good for grammar corrections, improving sentence style. Okay, I need a sip of water. Go on to the next slide. Thank you. Okay, so here I made a table comparing them. Now, what we looked at before were general LLMs that help mostly with general writing, not specific for academic writing. Who has used Elicit? Anybody used Elicit? Do you like it? It's becoming extremely performant, okay? Elicit is my choice. I have to make a confession here, okay? My last book chapter article that I got published, I wrote pre-AI. I did some research at Universitas Maret, and with some other fellows based in the region, I collected the data, and then I started writing this paper trying to use AI the first time. I still haven't finished the article. I still haven't gotten it published. I find it very challenging to use AI to help me write academic articles. But I'm sure the younger generation will suffer none of this, okay? What about PaperPal? Who has used PaperPal? Please try it. I've heard this is a good one. And I think I paid for this one also. But look, you know, it costs money, right? And what's going to happen? You know, we have two issues with the, what do they call it, the digital divide, yeah? So in Indonesia, you have people who can afford this, and you have people who can't, right? So you advantage people that are already advantaged, right? And we know this as teachers. Sometimes we have people who come from small islands, a bit outside, right, with less money. Okay, but the same thing happens between the world, right? In the northern part of the world, they have money. They can buy these tools easily. But in the southern half of the world, they have less money. So this is what we call the digital divide. So we have it internally in our local context, but we also have it worldwide, right? And it's an issue for me because I believe in equality. Okay, Writeful is another one. Notebook LM. Now, Notebook is Microsoft, right? They are really pushing this for academic writing. Google. They have introduced a whole new thing. And these, it's so competitive now in the AI market, and they copy each other to outperform. I think this presentation was made in December, and there have already been major upgrades, and we are in the beginning of February. So Kevin was talking about in 4 years, and 4 months ago, time is crazy when we talk about AI. And then we have the others, okay, free and paid options. Okay, go on to the next one. Now, I had hoped to give a demonstration, but I'm not going to do that because there's no time. But I encourage you to go to Elicit, go to PaperPal, try the free versions, okay? Go on to the next one. I'm going to wind this down. Okay, because I want to talk about the state of play for academic writing and publishing. And these are academic policemen. I asked ChatGPT, go back. I think I asked ChatGPT to produce an image of Indonesian policemen. Okay, go on to the next one. Okay, so what's happening now? AI checkers and journal submissions. So show me again, who are the lecturers and the people who have to get stuff published? Anybody? And who are students struggling to pass to get their degrees? Okay, so of course, you know, just like with the invention of the internet and students copying and pasting from the internet to put in their paper, now, of course, we have AI checkers. So I think I review for Springer, and they are now, they run any submissions before they publish them through an AI checker. But these AI checkers are not perfect because they will often say something was written by AI when it wasn't. And we already had platforms like Grammarly, you know, that could give you more academic sounding suggestions. And even I need that and use it. Because you can hear me talking, I say the word like a lot. Like, you know. You can't put that in academic writing, right? Okay, go on to the next one. Back. Okay, so now many international journals require you to disclose AI use before you submit your article. What text was AI generated, fake or fabricated references, undisclosed AI assistance, and the goal, of course, is to protect academic integrity. But this is all in a state of flux. Just like for those of you old enough to remember, and I think only Kevin and I count in that category, but you know, over time we developed rules for academic integrity with the invention of the internet and students plagiarizing. We had to teach them how to paraphrase, which sources were good, which sources were not. I think AI is a completely different model. 20%. How could you tell if a paper is 20% AI generated? And what's wrong with having AI correct all your grammar mistakes and spelling mistakes before you turn it in? That's more than 20%. Okay, go on to the next one. We're just about done. So, my advice for you, if you're turning a paper into your teacher or a journal, check journal policy, check your teacher's policy on AI use. But the problem that I found at universities in Indonesia, you know, we have senior academics and older people, older than me, at the top, and they don't even know what AI is or how to use it. So often there's no policy. And now they're saying individual teachers make the policy in their classroom. You need to check the citations. You need to check every source to be sure it's real. And keep your writing style consistent. When I use AI, I can tell my paragraphs sound like they were written by different people. So then you have to ask AI to rewrite it again and make it sound like you. Okay, go on to the next one. So I left some time for questions and discussion. If you have any questions, if you have anything you want to discuss, please see me after because we're running a little bit behind time and I want to give Maddie plenty of time. What's next? Whatever. You get a second chance. Please feel free to connect with me. I'm on LinkedIn. All of my publications are available on academia.edu. And if you take any pictures with me today, be sure to tag me on Instagram. And thank you very much for your time.
There will be after Ms. Rojas. I think we're still so later, along with Ms. Rojas. Of course. Sure thing. Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Gobert, for the materials that has been given. For the Q&A of Dr. Gobert's session, please keep the questions at your notes first, and you can ask the questions later. So, let's just move on to the third material session, ladies and gentlemen, the last but not least, of course. And this time, it is going to be delivered by Miss Magdalena Rojas Lynch. Let's give a big round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen. The duration is 45 minutes, Ms. Rojas, and the time is yours. Sure.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Still salamat pagi, right? It's not salamat siang, right? Yeah? Okay, so salamat pagi. Have you had your snack? Okay, I know. It's always difficult to be the last person before lunch because I know that everyone's hungry and thinking about what they're going to eat for lunch. So I hope that I can still ask for your attention and energy for our last session today. So nice to speak with you. Perfect. Okay, we can go to the next slide, please. All right, so before I begin, I actually want to tell you a little bit about my story and how I arrived here to Indonesia. So you might have seen my very long name, Magdalena Rojas Lynch, which you did an excellent pronunciation, by the way. Incredible. Good as well. Excellent. Wow, I was very impressed. And maybe you're wondering, Magdalena Rojas Lynch, that does not sound like a typical American name, like Taylor Swift or Sabrina Carpenter. What's going on with that name? Yeah, so it is a Spanish-style name. I am from America in New York, the great city of New York. And my father is from a very small country called Nicaragua, which is close to Mexico. So I grew up speaking Spanish with my father, and my father needed to learn English. And I watched my father's side of the family learn English, and I saw how difficult it could be. And I said, I want to become an English teacher, because I want to help people who are learning English stay motivated. So I worked for a very long time as an English teacher in the United States. I worked with immigrant communities, people who had come from other countries and had come to New York to learn English and to have a new life. But in the back of my mind, I had heard about this program called the English Language Fellow Program. And I always knew, one day I want to apply to that program. But I knew I had to build up some more skills and get some more experience. But I always had that program in my mind, a vision in my mind of something that I wanted to do in my future. And finally, one day, I was eligible. I had all of the experience that I needed, and I applied to the program. And I got an email saying, congratulations, you have been matched to Indonesia. Because you can't choose the country. You have to be flexible about where you can go. And I said, Indonesia. Okay, and I Googled, and I saw beautiful nature, friendly people, delicious and spicy food. I said, great, I want to go. Wonderful. Yes, I want to go to Indonesia. So I'm so happy to be here. This is my second year in Indonesia. I've had a wonderful experience, and I'm so grateful to be here as an English fellow. And the reason why I tell you that story is because today my topic is about achieving your goals and thinking about the future. And I think it's so important for all of us at every part of our life, not just the beginning of our life, but at every part of our life, to have things that we want for our future and to keep them in our mind and visualize them in our mind. So I'm going to talk to you today about how I hope you can do that for yourself, but also for your students if you are an English teacher and you work with students. Next slide, please. Okay, so our topic today is called Picture Your Progress, using vision boards as a tool to motivate students and practice English. Next slide, please. Okay. So maybe you have already heard of a vision board. A vision board is connected to the idea of visualization. Visualization means that you have an image of something in your mind, and you're imagining it as though it were real. So I'd like to practice that. Can we go to the next slide? We're going to do something called the beach test, the beach visualization. So I would like for you all to close your eyes, please. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay. In your head, I want you to imagine the most beautiful beach with crystal blue water. And it's the water, you go over to the beach and you put your foot in the water. It's the perfect temperature. It's not too cold, but it's a little warm. The warm sun is coming down on your shoulders. You have a delicious ice kelapa, ice coconut that you're drinking from, and you're completely relaxed. Okay, open your eyes. Did anybody notice their stress leave a little bit? Did anybody notice, I'm feeling calm and happy? Did that happen for anyone? Yeah? That is because your brain responds to the visions that you put in it. You do not need to be at the exact place in order for your brain to have a response to the images that you are thinking about. And it can be the same way with our goals. Next slide, please. So visualization is a very powerful tool for achieving your goals, and there has been a lot of significant research about this. People have done many studies. One of my favorite studies is a study of 3 psychologists in Germany who did a study with 400 plus participants who had goals they wanted to achieve. And they noted that those participants who used visualization were much more likely to not only have a positive attitude towards the work that they had to do, but they also achieved their goals much more than the other participants who did not visualize. So I really believe that visualization can be powerful for achieving your goals, and it's a great tool if you are learning English. So we're going to talk about how we can use it in the English classroom. Next slide, please. Okay, so vision boards and visualization for language learning. How can it work? This is an activity that students can use to not only practice their English, but also think about what their goals are and what their dreams are. And you'll see, I'll show you how you can use a lot of real world language, real world connections. And it can be very simple. You can do this activity in a classroom with only paper and pencils and markers, or you can use some of these advanced new technology tools. I'm going to show you how to do both, because for some of you, maybe you're in a classroom where you don't have strong internet, or the students don't have computers. So I'll show you how to do both the low technology, simple, and also some more new, exciting tools as well. Next slide, please. Okay, so I'd like to walk you through, or what I mean by that is explain step by step how you can do this activity in an English classroom. May I please note, raise your hand if you are an English teacher. Raise your hand if you are an English teacher. Ah, wonderful. Okay, put your hands down. Raise your hand if you are a student, university student. Okay, great. Put your hands down. Raise your hand if you're not one of those two things. You're something else that I haven't said yet. Okay, maybe lecturers, researchers, community members. Okay, wonderful, great. So I think that this will probably be most helpful for the teachers and the students, but I also hope that the other participants will get something out of this as well. Okay, next slide. Okay, so the very first thing that I do when I introduce this topic to students is I show them an example of a vision board. And I say to them, what do you notice? What do you see? And usually they will say, I see money. I see a dog. I see a beach. And then I say, great, excellent. Just having them use English, say the words that they already know. And then I ask them, okay, do you see images and words? And they say, yes, we see images and words. And then I say, okay, so that is a vision board. A vision board is a collection of both images and words that show what you want or describe what you want for your future. So that is how I introduce the lesson to students. Next slide, please. Now, because it's an English language class, I also introduce the language that we are going to be using. So in this case, there is a focus on verbs. When we think about our future, we might use verbs like graduate, go to, study, travel, become, have a, and usually I will give them examples like have a car, have a house, have a family, to help students think about how they could complete the sentence. Next slide. And then I tell students, okay, now we are going to make vision boards. And we can think about some of these questions. What is your ambition? What job do you want to have? What places do you want to travel? Where do you want to live? What do you want to do in your free time? And then maybe some words or phrases or song lyrics that inspire you. I always tell students, these are just ideas. They do not have to answer every single question. They can choose 3 or 4, however many they want. These are just to give them some ideas. Next slide, please. Okay. I also tell them, it is up to them, the students, if they want to do a very beautiful, creative, artistic vision board. Like my wonderful student, Dinda. Dinda, with her permission, she allowed me to share this with you all. Dinda is a very talented henna artist. So her vision board is very beautiful, very artistic, and very creative. And some students like that. Some students like to be creative, so this is their moment to shine and to be artistic. But some students don't like to draw, and they get nervous at the idea of drawing. So I say you can also have a very simple and basic vision board like mine. I am not an artistic person. I am not good at drawing. So you can see that mine is very simple. And I recommend that you explain that to your students as well. Tell them it does not have to be artistic. It can be simple if you prefer. Next slide, please. All right, so after the students create a vision board, we do something called a gallery walk. A gallery walk, I tell students, is like a museum. You will put your vision board on your desk, and then all students walk around the room and look at each other's vision boards. And they write notes to each other about what they saw on each other's vision boards. Next slide. So I tell my students when they're writing and commenting that they can write one of these three things. They can write a compliment, I like. They can write a connection, something that is the same for them as the other person. Or they can write a question. For example, maybe if the student has said, I want to go to Japan, then the person could write, why? Why do you want to go to Japan? So the students imagine they have left their vision board on their desk. All of the other students have walked around the room and written down notes for each other's vision boards. And then at the end, next slide please, it looks a little something like this. All of the students have notes from their classmates on their vision boards that have either compliments or questions or connections between them and their classmates. So they have used English to create their vision board. They've used English to read each other's vision boards. So they've done writing, they've done reading, and then I also encourage them at the end, maybe have a conversation with each other about what you wrote on each other's vision board. So there can also be listening and speaking as well. And it's a great tool for very beginner, A1, A2. You can have it be very simple, like how I showed you, or you can make it more complex if you have more advanced students. So I think it can be changed or adapted depending on the level and the age of your students. Next slide, please. Okay, so now I want to give you the opportunity to make your own vision board and for us to try out a tool, an internet tool called collagepen.com. But don't go there yet. Wait. Don't go there yet. Before you go there, next slide, please, I want you to take a moment to think about what are your ambitions or goals? What places do you want to travel or visit? Is there anything specific that you want to achieve? So think about how you would answer those questions and then find 3 images from the internet that connect to your answers. So for example, I'm not sure if you can see that's on the right side. It has a globe and a family. And do you recognize that place? Does anybody recognize that mountain? I heard it. Say it louder. Rinjani! Yes. Yes. So one of my goals is to hike Mount Rinjani by the end of my fellowship. So that's why I have Rinjani, and I have a family for having a family, and I have a globe for traveling to many countries. So that is a very simple vision board. That's my example. You will do the same, okay? So you're gonna find 3 images that answer these questions. Then you will go to collagepen.com to create your simple vision board, okay? Is it clear? Do you have any questions? No? Okay. Let's take 10 minutes to create your vision board. If you have any questions, please call me over. Don't share it yet. Don't share it with your partner yet. We're just making it ourselves. Okay, go ahead. Can we go to the other slide, please, with the questions? Excuse me? Can we go to the other slide, please, with the question? Thank you. Wow, you are all very fast. I'm seeing a lot of people that have already finished. Can you raise your hand if you have already finished? Okay. Can you raise your hand if you need more time or you want more time? Okay. Okay, so let's say 2 more minutes. But if you do not finish completely in those 2 minutes, it's okay. Do not stress. Does not need to be perfect. So 2 more minutes, and then we will share. So don't share yet. Don't start talking with each other yet. Okay. Okay. Finish whatever you were working on, even if it's not done, even if it's not perfect, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Bring your attention back to me. Bring your attention back to me for 1 moment. Bring your attention back to me. I know. We're all excited. Okay. All right, next slide, please. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. And this is what I do with my students as well. With somebody next to you, you are going to show your vision board, even if it's not finished. It's okay. And I would like for you to show them and explain. Say, this is a photo of... It means, I want to, I hope to. Explain your vision board. And the other person who's listening, after they listen, they're going to share either a compliment, oh, I like that photo. A connection, something that's the same. Oh, I also want to go to Mecca. It's the same for me. Or a question, why do you want to travel to Japan? Okay, so the questions are up here at the front if you need them, but I know you're all excellent at English, so you probably don't need them. Okay, please share your vision board with a person close to you. Okay, sorry to interrupt, but please finish your conversation in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you. Oh, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I'm sure you were having excellent conversations, but I'm trying to stay close to the time that we have. Okay, next slide. So thank you so much, everyone, for creating, for being brave enough to share. One thing I definitely recommend that you do if you decide to do this with students, make sure you tell them that they will share with their classmates and that they don't put anything private or personal that they wouldn't feel comfortable sharing. So why is this important? Why is goal setting important in the language classroom? So many reasons. It helps you build a connection and learn about your students. It supports their motivation. Every single time I have done this activity, no matter what somebody's goal is, English will help them get there. So you can use this vision board as a reminder for you and a reminder for your students about why learning English is important and why it's important to keep studying English. And of course, for those of you that know about this initiative of deep learning, mindful, meaningful, joyful, meaningful learning. This is a great example of meaningful learning. It connects to the students' lives, and it makes English real for them and important for them. Next. Okay, so we used Collage Pen today, but there are several other great tools for vision boards that I recommend that you explore, like Canva. Probably many of you already use Canva. Milano is a good one. Miro, Forto, Kiddle, and probably more that I have not discovered yet. So please explore, think about how you could use the different tools, or do the simple way. If you're in a classroom where you don't have a lot of internet or the students don't have a lot of technology, I have found that the simple way is just as effective as any technology tool. So think about the best way to use this for your students. Next slide. Okay, before I close, I have to say to you all, semoga cita-citamu tercapai. Yeah. Thank you so much, and that is the end of my session. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rojas, for the material session. Okay, next up is the Q&A session, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who have prepared some questions to Dr. Gobert and also Ms. Rojas, or even to Mr. McCaughey, this is the time for you to ask those questions. So, I want to see those hands up in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Who would start first to give the question?
Thank you very much. Let me introduce myself. My name is Endang, and I'm an English teacher in senior high school. My question goes to Miss Magdalena. I have tried gallery walk, and when it comes to the giving comments, the student just do not know how to comment or what to write down in their comments. So is there any ideas that I can give to the students for that? Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for this question. Excellent question. Yeah, I recommend that you have, if you remember the 3 questions or the 3 sentence starters, I like, one question I have, or I connect with you because, I recommend that you write that somewhere, maybe on the whiteboard, or if you have a Google Slides, project it and keep it at the front so that students can look and remember. And I say that you must choose one of those three options. You cannot write something silly or a joke. So I would recommend that you have those sentence starters and tell students they must choose one and complete the sentence. Yeah, thank you. Great question.
Okay, anyone else?
Thank you very much. So I'm a student of Masters in English Education in this university. So my question is to Dr. Melanie Gobert. As we talk about the AI use, we have a lot of dilemmas inside the classrooms. One thing I noticed from Mr. Kevin's presentation was about the use of physical objects inside the classroom so that the students may not rely towards AI. But here is like, as I noticed this thing, and that is about the creativity and the critical thinking. And by the end of the day, it matters a lot. Because the students, like, as you already said in the presentations, like most of the audience here, they are younger than the professors. So they are smarter in the use of AI than their teachers. So if we take that case to ourselves, for example, I was in the senior high school in 2010s. But when I teach the students in senior high school, they are in like 2020s, in the late 2020s or maybe in 2030s. So there is like a 20 to 30 years of gap. And it matters a lot. Like, I am teaching to the one who doesn't even belong to my age. I am teaching to the one, I am preparing them for the age that I have never imagined, like maybe in 2040s. So when we say, like, for example, just focus on the physical object, like yesterday I went to a school here in this city. Many of the audience, they know it. The name is Al-Azhar, and it's like the best school in Indonesia. It is counted as a best school. So what I found over there, all the time the students having iPads in the class. They are using multiple types of generative AI for their different tasks. What I noticed was the loss of, like, complete loss of creativity and critical thinking. So as a teacher in 2030s or late 2020s, how we cope up this strategy? Thank you very much.
Thank you for making those comments and answering the question. It is a very complicated issue. You can see from my age, anybody want to guess my age? 64. So I have been, before the internet was invented, I used a computer lab where we could print out what we wrote by a machine my last year of college, okay? In Saudi, we didn't have technology. We had call labs with audio cassettes, etc. But when I moved to the UAE, I was one of the first ones to pilot a wireless classroom. And the students all chatted in Arabic with English letters in MSN Microsoft because no Arabic keyboards, no other languages. I was also in UAE when they said, we're going to fix everything that's wrong with education. Every student gets an iPad. I think this was 2008. Okay, so I have seen all the changes and now the invention of AI. Education has always changed with these innovations. Some things die, like smartboard, right? Nobody uses the smartboard. What a bulky, dumb piece of electronics. But, you know, the change and the innovation has always been going on, and they predict it goes on at a faster and faster rate. And we know that students consume information differently than we do visually. I still like words. The students touch the icons. I need the drop-down menu with the words, yeah? So it's changing so fast, and I've tried it both ways. I did a paragraph writing class, expository paragraph writing, and I did not allow any phones. And I did not grade any writing done outside of class. We did gallery walks with our paragraphs, and I used traditional teaching. But I wondered, am I shortchanging these students? Because everybody uses prediction to finish their sentence, and AI to correct our writing as we type, and the spelling. So am I disadvantaging those students? So I've tried it both ways. A lot of people my age say, no, 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 in the classroom only, I don't look at anything else, but this is old-fashioned and it's not really helping the students. Other classes I've taught, like professional writing, do your CV, and I let them use AI like crazy, writing business emails, professional writing. I let them all use AI. The ones who had good K-12 education had no problems with critical thinking and creativity. So I think it's important that we concentrate on the K-12 education, to teach reading, to teach creativity. And it's kind of easy in Indonesia because a lot of schools don't have technology or good Wi-Fi. So I think we should use traditional ways in early education to build the foundation. And then, probably from junior high, we should be using technology with our students together. And now we're in the phase where we're learning, they're still learning. So use it together, discuss it openly with your students. How much they're allowed to use AI, how you will grade for AI, and now rubrics and things like that are beginning to be produced for us to use. So we're all learning together. I think it's a great state for the world, but we don't need to memorize any information anymore. And the students know that, right? So I hope I commented on your question if I didn't answer it explicitly.
Okay, that was the second question. So who would like to be our third person? Okay, there's someone in the back.
Okay, so please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Stefano. So I'm an English literature student, batch 2025. So I would like to ask about, so the methods that were portrayed was about in a physical condition. So I would like to ask how to apply those methods, especially the fun ways, and it was made for beginners, how to apply it to English, online English learning, and also to put it into the intermediate or advanced level. I would like to ask to any of them, any of the three speakers. Thank you.
Actually, I don't see a lot of difference in the methods. If I have adults, I will still do a listening activity like draw. I taught pilots, and I had them draw the cockpit. Show me where the altimeter is. Put the scale at 40. I just made the content more advanced. The method is the same. Draw a house, draw a bridge, draw a city. Elevate. Make the listening tasks more challenging. But the method, let every person do something at scale in the classroom, is what matters.
I would just say, as a I don't have good Wi-Fi or connectivity in the rooms I teach in. One room has good Wi-Fi connectivity, cell data, right? Because most universities don't have Wi-Fi, or colleges. You guys are from high schools, yeah? Most of them don't have Wi-Fi. You're relying on cell data. Some students have it, some don't. I would blend the activities. You can just say at the beginning of class, today we're going to do a non-technological activity, and they will enjoy it as much as you enjoyed what Kevin did. And then another day, today we're going to use technology. You know, don't feel overwhelmed by it. Go back and forth. Easy for me and Kevin because we've lived in both worlds. Harder for you youngsters to think of no technology activities. But that's where AI can help you with lesson planning, right? When I ask AI to help me with the lesson plan, I have so much experience, I can say, this will work, this will not work. I don't have time to make 20 different pictures. You know, I do that. When I'm critiquing what AI gave me, you will develop that habit also as you become more experienced teachers. But you know, teachers that teach from the heart, that are passionate about what they're doing, that care about the students, these are the students that are successful. The teachers, sorry. These are the teachers that are successful.
Yeah, I agree with everything that has been said. Well said. Something that I try to think about when I'm deciding whether or not to use technology or do something more simple is, will the technology enhance the learning or will it distract from the learning? Is it something that will make the students understand or will teach them a technology skill that's important to know? Or will this technology just have them a little distracted and maybe they'll be looking at Instagram as well? So thinking about, will it enhance the learning or will it distract before you use technology?
One thing I think that's great is that in Indonesia, students are happy to put their phones away when you tell them to, and we're not using phones, we're just using paper. I like Indonesian students, yeah, because they are so flexible. And they do, like what Maddie showed, the coloring and the drawing. My Indonesian students take notes. I never saw one of my students in the United Arab Emirates take one note.
I see. I hope that answers your question. So perhaps one last question. Okay.
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Kevin. It's me, Endang Wutiningsih from Junior High School number 21 of Jakarta. Perhaps there's no questions, but just deep impress of mine. As you know, this similar AI and innovative English tools for English language learning. But this activity start with what we call natural, with everyone active with that's why it's mine. And ending of this meeting using AI and innovative. Thank you.
You've been wonderful, a wonderful group of participants.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your active participation. Let's give a big round of applause to each and every one of us here. Oh, it has been such a lively and wonderful session. Oh my God, let's give ourselves a standing applause. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being super brave and super active on today's session. And before closing, I think I have another information regarding another exciting event held by the US Embassy. So tomorrow, on the February 7th, tanggal 7 Februari, there will be another event just like this, and it is free as well. Akan ada event yang gak kalah serunya, seperti event yang ada pada hari ini, dan tetap gratis Bapak Ibu. It will be held at Sarkara Hall di Colomadu. Akan dilaksanakan di Sarkara Hall di Colomadu. Acaranya dari jam 3 sore sampai selesai. The event is going to be held from 3 p.m. up until the evening. At the afternoon, there will be English teaching from RELO. Akan ada pengajaran bahasa Inggris dari RELO. sharing with alumni of the US Exchange Program. Sharing-sharing dengan awardee dari program pertukaran di Kedutaan Besar Amerika Serikat, ada masterclass dan ada banyak kegiatan menarik lainnya. Ya, silakan Ibu.
Ya, Bapak Ibu, kalau nanti kepengen lebih tahu tentang education di Amerika, scholarship, Fulbright program, S2, S3, jangan dilewatkan acara ini ya. Kita ketemu di sana, RELO juga ada booth. We can show you our teaching and learning materials, the game boards and everything. We can experience the game board. We'll have fun, okay? Thank you.
Baik, begitu Bapak Ibu, jangan lupa datang. Karena di malam harinya juga ada konser musik yang menarik. Kolaborasi antara seniman Amerika Serikat dan Indonesia dengan bergenre hip hop Bapak Ibu. Nah, akan seperti apa? Maka dari itu besok datang aja jam 3 sore di Colomadu. Nah, itu Bapak Ibu, bring your friends, bring your students, husband, wife, or even your whole family. Just to make it more lively, it is okay to attend the event. So, for further info, do not forget to follow the Instagram account of US Embassy at US Embassy JKT, at US Embassy JKT, lowercase, full lowercase, kecil semua, to make sure that you do not miss any future events and information. So don't forget, February 7th, 3 p.m., it's free of charge, Bapak Ibu. And ladies and gentlemen, with all of the events being done, it marks that today's event needs to come to an end, which is closing. I, Surya, your host for today, representing the whole committee, would like to thank you all for your active and lovely participation. I would also like to say thank you specifically to the speakers who have been kind enough to be with us today and share with us their incredible knowledge. I'd also like to express my deepest and most sincere gratitude to everyone that are involved in today's event that cannot be mentioned one by one. I, representing the whole committee, would also like to apologize for any inconveniences that occurred during the event. Final note for the audience, the e-certificate along with the materials of the speakers will be delivered through the email shortly. So it has been Surya. I'm looking forward to meet you again in the next occasion, especially at the events held by the Language Center of UNS and US Embassy. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a good day.
The world faces a significant global challenge as the human population is projected to reach 9 billion by 2050. Food security ranks among the most urgent international issues. The COVID-19 pandemic has further strained health systems worldwide. Fossil fuels, predominant in electricity production, emit greenhouse gases that exacerbate climate change. The last decade has been the warmest ever recorded, leading to devastating climate disasters. It is necessary to accelerate the transition to an affordable.
Di era tanpa batas seperti saat ini, komunikasi bukan lagi sekedar pelengkap. Ia adalah kunci utama untuk membuka pintu peluang di kancah global. Namun, seringkali bahasa menjadi tembok yang menghalangi langkah hebat kita. Siapapun Anda, bahasa adalah jembatannya. Raih sukses Anda bersama Pusat Bahasa Universitas 11 Maret. Kamu mahasiswa pemburu mimpi. Ambisi untuk meraih beasiswa studi lanjut atau pengalaman internasional mobility kini berada dalam jangkauan. Pusat Bahasa UNS hadir dengan program kursus dan tes TOEFL, IELTS, hingga English for academic purposes. Bersiaplah menjemput letter of acceptance dan terbang melintasi batas negara demi studi Anda. Anda dosen dan peneliti, dedikasi Anda pada ilmu pengetahuan layak diakui dunia. Jangan biarkan kendala bahasa menghambat publikasi dan peluang kolaborasi internasional Anda. Pusat Bahasa UNS menyediakan jasa translation, proofreading, hingga akademik jurnal coaching profesional. Bangun jejaring kolaborasi riset global, dan artikel Anda akan bersinar di jurnal bereputasi internasional. Kepada para guru bahasa, garda terdepan pendidikan. Peningkatan kompetensi adalah kunci untuk terus menginspirasi. Melalui berbagai workshop metodologi pengajaran, kami mengajak Anda untuk menghadirkan pengajaran yang lebih bermakna dan relevan bagi generasi masa depan. Tidak ketinggalan untuk siswa sekolah, Pusat Bahasa UNS memiliki beragam English course yang menyenangkan dan cocok bagi kamu Gen Z. Dan bagi Anda profesional, dunia kerja menuntut lebih dari sekedar keahlian teknis. Tingkatkan nilai diri Anda dengan penguasaan bisnis English dan conversation class. Sukseskan setiap presentasi dan raih karir impian. Dengan dukungan fasilitas laboratorium bahasa yang modern, ruang kelas kolaboratif, hingga pelayanan staf yang prima, kami memastikan setiap proses belajar Anda berjalan dengan nyaman. Setiap layanan kami dedikasikan untuk satu tujuan utama, membantu Anda meraih mimpi tanpa batas bahasa. Siapapun Anda, mimpi Anda layak diperjuangkan. Pusat Bahasa UNS berkomitmen untuk menemani setiap langkah perjalanan Anda menuju sukses.
Kami percaya bahwa setiap pesan layak tersampaikan dengan sempurna tanpa kendala bahasa. Tingkatkan kompetensi bahasa Anda dan raih kunci masa depan. With the UNS Language Center, communicate dan
The world faces a significant global challenge as the human population is projected to reach 9 billion by 2050. Food security ranks among the most urgent international issues. The COVID-19 pandemic has further strained health systems worldwide. Fossil fuels, predominant in electricity production, emit greenhouse gases that exacerbate climate change. The last decade has been the warmest ever recorded, leading to devastating climate disasters. It is necessary to accelerate the transition to an affordable, reliable, and sustainable energy system by investing in renewable energy and implementing environmentally friendly energy technologies. Universities are pivotal in advancing global welfare. Universitas Sebelas Maret, as a higher education institution, has become the common thread holding together all solutions for the 17 Sustainable Development Goals through its learning, research, and community service programs. Every year, Universitas Sebelas Maret deploys more than 1,000 students and more than 1,800 lecturers to the community service program, together with research activities from lecturers, to solve various problems in society. Regarding food issues, Universitas Sebelas Maret develops various plant varieties and climate and soil mapping with adequate laboratory facilities. To encourage the use of renewable energy, Universitas Sebelas Maret has a Center for Excellence in Lithium Battery Science and Technology and Electric Motorbike Innovation. Universitas Sebelas Maret implements UNS Green Campus governance through emission-free days, waste recycling programs, and dye-based solar panels to support sustainable environmental management. Universitas Sebelas Maret has been developing startup, business incubation, and entrepreneurship programs to eradicate poverty. In education, Universitas Sebelas Maret deploys around 1,800 students every year to carry out teaching programs in schools. And finally, to contribute to the health sector, Universitas Sebelas Maret has a nonprofit teaching hospital to serve the community.
At Universitas Sebelas Maret, we believe that a university's true legacy is not only about knowledge creation, but in the meaningful impact it brings to society. As a pillar of knowledge and innovation, Universitas Sebelas Maret is committed to playing a strategic role in achieving our national goals. By providing impactful education, research, and community service, we nurture future leaders who are academically excellent and possess strong integrity, vision, and dedication to advancing Indonesia toward prosperous and sustainable future.
Di era tanpa batas seperti saat ini,